Hi guys, and welcome to Petrolheads London. And if you've not tuned into one of these before, my name is Tom and this is my channel Petrolheads London, and this is my weekly 5 at 5. That's 5 minutes at 5 p.m. every Wednesday, except for the 2 weeks I was late, but let's not pick up on that, all those people who've been watching before. But usually we're bang on time. So the idea of this is a little bit of chat around things going on this week and a bit of a roundup around some of my thoughts about stuff in the car, bike, community, and also up and coming events. This week's video is probably going to be quite focused around motorbikes, and I think that's probably because I spent 10 days traveling around Europe on my motorbike, and I seem to have picked up a sore throat. And that's probably just where my mindset's at, but I'm keen to talk to you about a few things and some events that have been going on. If you've not watched one of these before, get in the comments. First to comment will get a shout out on next week's video. That is, if you can beat Malcolm. Malcolm, you are first in the comments again last week, 3rd week in a row. Come on guys, who's going to beat him in this week? I think he's got this on notification, so make sure you beat him. I mean, I want you to comment as well, Malcolm, but let's get a bit of competition going here. Right, so the first thing to talk about today is MotoGP. Now, I didn't watch all of it, but it's even made the national press. Which is quite something because they don't usually talk about MotoGP in that. So if you didn't see it, there was a battle for, I think it was 15th place, which was Roman Fenty, leant over to his, I'm having to read the names to make sure I got them right, to his competitor, Stefano Manzi, and grabbed his front brake. This is just, the mind boggles. I mean, people get hot-headed in the heat of the moment and very competitive, but the guy was doing, well, they reckon between 120 and 140 miles an hour on the straight, and he grabbed his front brake, trying not to swear. This has got to be one of the most unsportsmanlike things I have ever seen. It really shows from some of the reaction of the other riders. Cal Crutchlow, I think, was absolutely incensed from what I've read. I haven't seen his visual representation of this, but looking at what he's said to journalists, he is absolutely incensed. He said he should have been thrown out of the garage immediately from getting back. But what's even more unbelievable about this is kind of the circumstances. So let me just go through a couple of bits and pieces. I know this is taking up a lot of time this week, but it is unreal. So he then got banned for 2 races as a result of it by the governing body. His team have then suspended his current contract. And this is the kicker. He is signed to the same team to be teammates with the same guy. He pulled his brake on and basically tried to derail and make crash and have a severe injury. They, so I have heard, have now ripped up his contract for 2019. So this is a true sign of him getting his comeuppance for being such a bad sportsman. So it'll be interesting to see, but it looks like he is now rideless for next year. Well, and pretty much for the rest of this year. But, I mean, wow, what a thing to happen. Let's hope we don't see that again. So, anyway, taking up quite a lot of time, so let's move on. The third thing I wanted to talk about today was riding in groups. I did a Twitter poll around this. Now, I don't really ride in big groups because I don't like it. I find it particularly dangerous. But also, what I witnessed was a large group of, say, 15 plus motorcycles pulling over a roundabout and holding traffic up like they were some sort of policeman. And do you know what? Am I wrong? But this irritates me. You're not a policeman. You do not have the right to hold up traffic. What, so you and your mates can all ride in one go? Sorry, I know this is a bit of a rant, but I really don't agree with that, I'm afraid. I also think you give other bikers an incredibly bad name. It's not our right to do that. If I'm driving with a mate, I don't drive my car across the roundabout and stop so my other mates can catch up with me. Find a safe place to pull over and let your group regroup there. But doing this and kind of waving people through just sort of made me see red at that and the person who parked their car right up against the front of mine. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen I got quite annoyed about that, but have got to the bottom of this issue now. Anyway, I'm pretty much there on my 5 at 5. The final thing I wanted to say to you is the video coming this week is my review of the Audi TT. And well, watch it because it's quite an interesting reaction, I think you'll find. So all remains to say is thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all your support. Please remember to be first in the comments, beat Malcolm. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. Cheers.